afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Today, folks, going to bring you another great product for your home, and that is Famree's electric spin scrubber brush called the M5. So let me just show you the box here. I'm not going to get too involved in showing you the box. You guys know, not really anything to write home about. It's a box, right? The important thing is what you actually get. So right now I do have one of the attachments, or one of the brushes that this comes with. I'll show you all the attachments that you get. This is the motor head here. What's cool about it is you do have quite a bit of adjustability, full 90 degrees and full vertical, and I believe you can get 45, yeah, you get a 45 degree angle. What would that be? A little more, I don't know, maybe a 15 degree angle. So I think the 15 degree angle is going to be great for using this on the extension. I'll show you that in a second. So again, you get the power head, you get an extension wand. So you can use this with or without the handle. If you want to go ahead and use this in more of an upright position, maybe cleaning something a little bit higher, you can use the extension. And then of course you have the handle and the power button. Again, really nice that they've given you the ability to put this together without actually having to have the extension handle. A lot of times, depending on how tall you are, you know, I'm 5'7", so even at this height here, the smaller, or the having this put together without the extension works perfectly for me. But if you do want to go ahead and extend it, very easy just to do so. Pop on the extension handle. Oops. Very easy, right? What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? Putting it on backwards. Put it on right, Fat Cat. All right, and then we put it on to the motor head. So pretty decent extension. This will really allow you to get to, like, I don't know what you'd want to be cleaning above your head, but everybody might have a situation where they need to reach something. You know, I would think this would be very useful, maybe not with this brush, but very useful if you have a motorhome or something higher. You're trying to clean and scrub the motorhome. That'd be great. But for my purposes, I'm probably going to be using it without the extension. I'm just going to remove the extension for now, just so it's easier for me to film this video without having that installed. So there we go. So really nice. It's got two different speeds, of course. You have your low and, of course, your high. Pretty straightforward, just a push button right on the, like a thumb button here. You have an extra status light here, and I believe this is a charging light, because when you turn on the brush, it lights up two positions, and you press it again, and it's doesn't do anything. So maybe my status light is burned out. I'm not really sure. But you don't really need a status light. You can obviously hear what speed you're on there. Again, really like the adjustability on the head there. You can really get into kind of tight spaces. For my purposes, I think the I'd say the 15 degree angle is probably going to be the best. You know, what I really am going to use this mostly for is, no, not toilets. I don't think I would use this for the toilets. You know, cleaning a toilet, it's so gross. I want to be able to use this on other parts around the house. And so, you know, generally when you use something for a toilet, you're kind of limiting its purpose. But hey, you probably, you know, you can use this for a toilet if you want. We'll see. I find it easy just to use a standard brush on a toilet. But one thing I'm going to use this for is my shower. And, you know, the shower has a lot of different, you know, cracks where the door meets the shower and all this stuff. And so this brush is going to be really handy to get inside those cracks. I actually keep a container of just some like Simple Green or some kind of shower cleaner in my shower at all times, and a brush. And generally I will use that brush quite often. But the brush has a really hard time getting in the cracks. So this is going to be a very easy way to clean the shower and clean it often without a lot of back-breaking work. Now, I mentioned back-breaking because I'm in pretty decent shape. You know, I work out every single week. I usually get about 2 to 3 times in. You know, I run. I really kind of rotate my workout, so I'm kind of pretty well-rounded. Again, I'm not bragging like I'm some athlete here, but I do keep in shape, and I am, you know, in pretty decent shape, right? And I'll tell you, even being in pretty decent shape, it's the small things that will cause you to get injured. Little simple things, trying to open a jar. You know, you can go ahead and do bench press with all the heavy weight you want. Next thing you know, you'll reach down to pick up another weight for the bar, and you'll hurt yourself. So I always find little, very simple, very mundane tasks are usually how you get hurt. What I like about this is a lot of times I'm sore. I'm usually sore throughout the week. And, you know, especially after like going out yesterday, ran 2 miles, haven't done that in a while, pretty sore. For bending down, I know it's not, you know, I'm not trying to whine about it. I know it's not a big deal, but this will be very handy for me after my workouts to very easily clean the shower and clean things around the house. This is also something you can use on your car, but I don't recommend this particular brush, which leads me to show you guys what attachments you actually get with this. So I really like that they've given you kind of a brush for anything you might want to clean. And I'm going to read directly off the listing here as far as what each one is for. So, and I encourage you guys every single time I do a video review is to go ahead and just you know, click the listing, check it out. It does have IPX7 waterproofing. I like to say water resistance. They do show you being able to place, I'd say, I don't know, maybe about 5 inches of the power head underwater, submersing it. Don't go past the pivot. Don't completely submerge this. So I don't think they want you to actually dunk this. I don't think this is really meant to be completely submerged. So use this. I wouldn't even recommend you really dunk this in the water. Use this in areas where it can get kind of splashed, but don't submerge it, right? Not something you're going to put inside the water to clean the edge of the boat or the side of the boat. As far as the let's see here. As far as the speeds, the low speed is 250 revolutions per minute, and then the high speed is 300. They are showing you cleaning, or showing them cleaning a toilet brush. They show you the extension capability, the degree of rotation. They say 84 degrees to 0 degrees. Okay. They do give you the power adapter, which is basically just a USB-C connection. Great that they're starting to do away with the standard USB, the micro cable, which is always getting damaged. This is a much better cable. And they give you a hook where you can hang this on. Looks like it just attaches. Let's see how you actually hang this here. I'm not sure how you actually hang this. The charging port's on the back right here on this kind of water resistant cover, but I'm just not seeing how you actually use this to hang this. Interesting. Maybe they just want you to hang it like that from the side. So I don't know how well this would stick. What I would recommend is if you are going to hang this somewhere, put it somewhere where maybe you're able to pre-drill this and put a screw in there. I don't think this is going to be able to hold the weight of this thing permanently without coming off the wall, even cleaning the surface properly. But it's nice they still give you the hook. It does have 1.5 hour charge time, and then it says here it'll run for 120 minutes of actual work time. And as far as the brushes are concerned, so I showed you the corner brush already. Obviously pretty straightforward for cleaning corners. Very, very handy in the shower. You have the large flat brush. Fantastic. I actually ended up buying a set of brushes like this for my drill, and when I'm detailing stuff for like my carpet or whatnot in the car, this is really great to kind of do some spot scrubbing. Really, it really saves on your arms and your shoulders. Very handy. Work smarter, not harder, right? Then of course we have a sponge brush, and they show this ideal for cleaning glass and smooth surfaces. I don't recommend you buff your car with this, but you could use it on glass. This might be very handy cleaning your windows. And then of course you have a cloth brush. They say this is ideal for cleaning glass, car glass, and other smooth surfaces. So basically these two are going to be your smooth surface brushes. And as far as how they attach, very similar to how your buffing pads attach on a car buffer. You basically just pop that off and attach it on this kind of Velcro pad. For now, we'll just leave the foam one on here. So for my purposes, I'm most likely going to use, honestly, the corner brush the most. And then you do have a round brush, which is good for, they say, just, bathtubs. Probably anywhere that has kind of a corner. This would be great for bathtub. You can kind of have those rounded edges. You can really get in the corners. This would also be pretty decent for a shower as well. But, some of the really sharp 90-degree angles there might be a little bit harder to get this in the corner. But, it does flex, of course. Common sense. I don't have to tell you guys that, even though I just did. But that's really about it. So price on this here is $79.99 with Amazon free shipping, free returns, and that's with Prime. And then you do have a 20% off coupon today. That's really about it. I mean, really straightforward. The noise level, all that other stuff that they mentioned, I encourage you just to click the link and check out the description. For my purposes, I'm not too concerned with noise and whatnot. I will state, though, they do show, the areas to clean this. They have, like, the stove top, the corner of, I'm not sure what that is, maybe a backsplash, glass, bathtub situations. I do highly recommend, though, and I know this should be common sense, but I do highly recommend that if you are going to be using this for a toilet, you buy two. Buy one specifically for your toilets, and then buy one specifically for other areas. Now, I know you can pop the brush off and clean it, but the idea of just putting this inside a dirty toilet and then, rinsing it off or whatnot. It just doesn't, it just seems kind of gross to me to be using that on other, especially on like your stovetop or whatnot. So I highly recommend, again, if you are, and everybody's budget's different, but if you are going to be using this specifically for toilets, you know, I don't use it on anything but toilets. You know, at least, you know, maybe put a piece of red tape on it. Danger. Don't use it for anything else. But you know, for my purposes, I'm going to use it for the shower. Use it for the tub. This would be something. Would be very handy for a hot tub, but because you can't submerge it in the water, not going to be able to do much more than clean the exterior or the top. And there are areas where the cover meets the top of the hot tub that kind of get some, you know, runoff from rain and whatnot, and spiders get in there and they kind of they make a little bit of mess. So this is pretty handy to be able to clean that real well. Sometimes, depending on the hot tub you have, if it's a real porous shell like mine, you got to really put a little elbow grease on there to clean it. If more of the fiberglass tubs are smoother, they clean easier, but still not a big deal. Other areas where you might want to use this, you know, definitely something you can use for your car, of course. You know, definitely something if you were to use this, you know, with the soft foam brush, you could use this with some, you know, soapy water and actually wash your car, although pretty small surface to wash your car with. But, you know, you guys figure out what works best for you. Fantastic device, definitely going to get a lot of use. Again, I used this yesterday. I tried it out in my shower, and finally I have a very easy solution. Again, I know it seems like it's just, you know, not a big deal. It's like, oh man, there's so many different options you can use, but this is very easy for me to basically just pop in the shower, you know, get in there even while I'm showering, and just basically zip around the corners, get in all those areas, those crevices, and really get the you know, you get mold buildup and stuff like that. As often as you clean a shower, as neat as tight as I am, it's an ongoing ordeal. So definitely a handy device, and definitely something that's going to get used pretty much on a daily basis. So that's about it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. I want to thank this company. I'm not sure if this is the actual company name or if they have like a parent company, but as far as for the purpose of this video, it's Famree. It's Famree. Again, electric spin brush scrubber, the M5. Now, as far as extra cleaning heads, I don't see anywhere where you can buy extra heads. That might be something available, but stuff like this usually lasts a lifetime. I haven't had anything fail like this unless you're really, really using it, you know, on a daily basis, like more of like in a commercial, industrial setting. But as far as for home use, residential use, I think this will last you forever. The only downside to stuff like this is that batteries eventually do kind of give out. So I don't see anywhere where you can replace the battery, but as a handy do-it-yourselfer, usually by, you know, taking the handle apart, removing this, removing the old battery, you can usually replace the batteries. So sometimes, depending on the unit, the batteries could be more expensive or not. So it would be nice for companies like this, when they're making products like this, to actually make maybe a battery door cover where it's easy to replace the battery down the road. A lot of times things like this get charged, they get used, and then sometimes they get forgotten about. And if you don't keep these things on a constant charge, either, you know, plugged in and maintaining that charge, if you let that battery drain down where, you know, 6 months you forget about it, maybe you don't use it, and that does happen. I mean, I've had stuff like that, you know, happen to me. Then you destroy the battery. Perfect example, I have a smart vac that I'm actually going to replace the battery and give it to my sister. But, you know, I barely used it, but the thing just basically sat. What happened was it didn't charge. It didn't like dock properly. It wasn't charging. The battery remained dead for, you know, several months, and it destroyed the battery. So just something to think about. Anything that's battery charged, make sure you maintain the battery. That's really the main thing that's going to go wrong on stuff like this. But overall, very happy with the device. Definitely going to get a lot of use. It's definitely something that, you know, I down the road, should I need to replace it, I definitely will. Hopefully another company will send me one. They usually do. So that's a real perk of YouTube. But anyway, guys, let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. I'm always here to help you guys out. Check out the link in the description. Let me know if I can help. Have a great day and take care.